the given is a cost function. We have c of x equals to 0.02 x to the third minus x squared plus 10x, and then x is the number of units sold, and I would like to find the maximum profit if the selling price is $5 per unit. Of course, we will be using the second derivative test, and then during this procedure, quadratic formula is involved. But the first thing first, we only have a cost function. In order to find the profit, since profit is equals to revenue minus cost, we have to find the revenue function. So what's the revenue? The revenue is the selling price is $5 per unit, right? You charge customers $5 per unit, and then the revenue function is, so you have R of x that is equals to 5 times x. So the profit is equals to revenue minus cost, so that is equals to 5x minus 0.02 x to the third minus x squared plus 10x. Now, tell me, am I missing something important? The answer is absolutely yes. You are subtracting the entire cost function. You have to use a parenthesis. Otherwise, you are going to mess up the entire problem, because this parenthesis is so important, because we will be distributing the minus sign to each of the term inside the parenthesis. So that definitely changes the minus x squared and then plus 10x, right? So you have a p of x equals to 5 minus 10, that is a negative 5x, and then minus 0.02 x to the third, and then minus, so you have a minus and then another minus, right? So minus, that gives you a plus x squared. So now take the derivative. You have p prime of x that is equals to negative 5 minus 0.06 x squared, and then plus 2x, and then you have to set that equals to 0, and then solve for x. So this one, it is hard to factor if you get a decimal, so therefore we will be using quadratic formula. So let's follow the color code and then write quadratic formula. Still remember this, quadratic formula is for quadratic function. So let's say you have ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0, and then what is x equals to for the second degree only quadratic? So x is equals to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. And then what are the a, b, and c? So the a is equals to negative 0.06, b is equals to 2, and then c is equals to negative 5. So all you have to do is you plug in, so you have your x equals to, equals to, what is that equal to? Negative b, so that will be a negative 2 plus or minus b squared. So b squared, that will be a 2 squared minus 4ac, so 4 times a times c, and then divided by 2a, so 2 times a, so that is a 2 times a is negative 0.06. So you have x equals to negative 2 plus or minus. So inside the radicand, I got a 2.8, and then divided by 2 times that is negative 0.12. So what is that equal to? So this one you have to consider both the plus and the minuses. So x is the number of units sold. So depending on the problem you get on your homework or exams, you have to make sure that x is positive. So some people might just forget about the minus, because they think, okay, so if we take the minus in the numerator, so we might end up with a negative, right? So that is not right. You have to consider both the plus or minus, because they give you two critical number that satisfy the problem. So this one you will getting approximately equals to 2.72 and then 30.61. They are approximation. So you get two critical numbers. So they are both critical numbers. And then you will be testing both using the second derivative test. So for the second derivative test, let's follow the color code. So here is the second derivative test. So we have second derivative test. Of course, we take the second derivative, double prime. So where is the first prime? The first prime is right over here, right? So we take the second prime of that. So we have negative 0.12x plus 2. So we have negative 0.12x plus 2. Are we going to set that equals to 0? No, we will just test the okay, let me just rewrite this because I want to get rid of that mark over there. Yep. So that is equals to negative 0.12x plus 2. We are not setting that equals to 0. We are going to plug in the critical number to see if that is a positive or negative. All right, so let's go ahead and do the plug-in. So we have p double prime of 2.72. So 2.72, that is equals to 0.12 times 2.72 and then plus 2. So that one gives me 1.6736, and then double prime. The other one is 30.61. So we have negative 0.12, 30.61, and then plus 2. So that one gives me negative. You know what? Copy this wrong. It's negative. So this is a negative 0.12, negative 0.12. So the other one gives me negative 1.6732. So this one is greater than 0. That one is less than 0. What does that mean? Second derivative test. So the second derivative greater than 0, that means the profit function is concave up when x is equals to 2.72, and then this is less than 0, that is concave down when x equals to 30.61. So for concave up, you have this is a concave up, and then therefore the critical number is a minimum, but we are looking for maximum profit, right? So we have to look at the concave down. So this is a concave down, and then at the critical number, we have a maximum. So that means the profit is maximized if x is equals to 30.61 units. Again, 30.61 units. Does that make sense? Do you want to sell 0.61 units to your customers? No, you don't want to, right? So that's why we have to compare. We are not going to round up or round down. We have to make a comparison. We have to compare the profit for x equals to 30 and 31 to see if we round down or we round up. All right, so where is the profit function? The profit function is right over here, right? Since that is so important, I need to copy that and then paste that over here, and then paste that over here. So when x is equals to 30, we have negative 5 times 30 minus 0.02 times 30 to the third power, and then plus 30 squared. And then when x is equals to 31, we can also check x equals to 0. But x equals to 0, that one will just give you a 0. And then this one gives you a 210. This one gives you a 210.18, and then a 0. So where is the maximum profit? The maximum profit is right over here. So this is the maximum profit. So this one is the maximum profit. X is equals to 31 units. So when you produce 31 units, you have your maximum profit. So we are not going to, again, the lesson is we are not going to round up or round down. We will test both. So test the 30 and the 31 to see what the maximum profit is, because we don't want to let the 18 cents go. All right. Okay, that is the end of this problem. If you like the way I explain this kind of math, give me a like, share, and subscribe. Let more people see it. I highly appreciate your help and time. See you all in the next one. Stay tuned. Signing out.